The battle for Britain begins with Ascari out front after his masterclass in France. But Mike Hawthorn's title hopes are under fire. And at Silverstone, the home crowd demands a fight back. Can he get any points today? He's a long way back. I think 14th, 15th round there. Ascari is not off the grid particularly quickly. And the two Ferraris that did join him on the front row, Gonzalez and Transignon, they are through in it. It's Maurice Transignon who slips into the lead, and Gonzalez nearly loses it and nearly runs into Ascari, just about holds on. So there we go then, Gonzalez in second, Ascari third, but it's Maurice Transignon who leads away in Silverstone. Can he get this victory today? That would certainly add another figure into the title battle. And there's Bearer, who is very loose, and I think he's going to be able to recover in fourth anyway, but he's certainly lost a bit of ground. And he has Villarace's Maserati plus that Ferrari up behind him. That's Maglioli now up into the points, has passed Villarace as Villarace had to back off. And a decent start from Mercedes there. Fangio up into 9th place, so really strong from Fangio. Ascari continues to track Gonzalez, but I just don't think the Lancia has quite got the pace. I mean, still, if he can avoid mechanical issues that plagued him in the early part of the season and he finishes third, I think Lancia will take that, because it will keep them in the championship battle, and or get them into the championship battle, as certainly Ascari, Hawthorn at the moment has not made the hoped for progress. He is not in the points yet, and we are watching this trio up at the front, Transignon leading Gonzalez and Ascari, and then you've got Bearer, and already look, Farina and Hawthorn up in the 6th and 7th place behind Maglioli. Will Maglioli, as the junior driver, have to let those two through? I think we'll find out in a bit. But right now, let's see what's happening. Maglioli is the guy who is attacking John Bearer's Simca Gordini. Simca Gordini would love some more points today, but I don't know if Bearer has got that pace. He looks pretty much under fire without a way to fight back here. Look, there's Gonzalez. He is fighting. He has not won since the season's opening race. He would love to take a second victory today. It would get him right back into the swing of the championship fight if he can do it, and he certainly will be aiming to do so. But Transignon, he is facing his first victory of the season if he can pull this off. But Gonzalez is going through, surely. Transignon trying to fight back. It's going to be a very good battle between those two Ferraris, but Transignon holds him off. Transignon pulls across firmly, says you are not coming through here, and Gonzalez is going to have to wait for another opportunity. I think it's clear that he does have the pace, and Ascari clearly doesn't have the pace, but he is hoping that those two Ferraris will come together and then he could get another win. But Gonzalez at the moment, he doesn't want to make that happen, but he certainly wants to make the victory happen, and he's going to be doing everything he can to make sure that that happens. Maurice Transignon continuing to lead here at Silverstone, but it is definitely a two-way fight, possibly even a three-way if Ascari can somehow make up the ground. I don't think he's going to do it without a little bit of help from the Ferraris, but they were certainly more than happy to help him in France, weren't they? And will they be more than happy to help him again? Bearer has dropped out of those points now. Maglioli in 4th place, I believe it's Farina up in the 5th, and Hawthorn in 6th place, I think, trying to get up into the points here. But at the moment, and Hawthorn really would love to get a few points because he didn't score any in France, and his title lead is soon going to come under fire with 4 races left. He needs to start getting points again. But Transignon, Gonzalez, Ascari as the top 3. I don't think they're going to be touched unless there are errors or reliability issues. They are quite significantly far ahead. Maglioli in 4th, Farina and Hawthorn. Those are the Ferraris there. Bearer has dropped right out of the points. I reckon he must have made a mistake somewhere, to be honest. Drops down to 8th place. Manzon up in the 7th. Now, he's not had a particularly happy season. Got 3 points on the board, but since then he has looked to lack a lot of pace. So he's solid enough today. But Bearer and Bale 8th and 9th. Villarace, Fangio, that Mercedes had a decent start, but now dropped to 11th. Clearly, Mercedes do not have the race pace to match their starting pace. But if he can get a finish, they might be able to look a little bit better in Nürburgring. Well, Gonzalez now having a look. Here's the firm look on Transignon. Will he get through? I think he may well do it this time, but Transignon is again still trying to fight Jose Froley and Gonzalez off. This win means everything to him. He doesn't have one yet, not in the Ferrari, that's for sure. But Gonzalez goes through, powers through, and the more superior driver has made his way through. And well, I should say more senior. I think superior is a little bit of a disservice to Transignon. He is a very good driver as well, but Gonzalez is certainly the senior driver out of the two of them. He's got one win this season. He's going for another one, and he is trying to stay up and catch up to Mike Hawthorn in the World Championship. And right now, Jose Ferrari Gonzalez leads this British Grand Prix for Ferrari. I believe there is one more lap to go, and Trantignon has not given up on it yet. He is still right there. This race is not decided yet. Ascari has dropped back a bit, but he is comfortably in third. You've got Farina there going past Maglioli. He wants to try to get up. Remember, he is in his own little battle to try to catch up to Mike Hawthorn in the championship. And the fact that he is a couple of places ahead of Hawthorn, who, remember, in 1954, 6th place didn't give you any points. We're not counting the point for fastest lap, though they actually did have just the 8, 6, 4, 3, 2 for positions 1 to 5. But principally because there's no real way of finding out who did the fastest lap, so it would be guesswork. And I'm not going to guess. That wouldn't be fair to drivers to guess, and there would be too much potential for me to just give my favourite drivers the points. So I'm not going to do that. But, you know, so Hawthorn at the moment is not on for a point, but certainly Giuseppe Farina is. And up at the front, Jose Ferrari Gonzalez is on for a full 9 of them if he can hold Trantignon back, and I think he looks to have just enough ground to do this. Ascari still in third. It looks to me like he's slowing up a bit. I think that Lancia might have an issue. Can Ascari hold on? Because he, having had such a great race in France, and he was building up to it, I think he got a podium before that, didn't he? But it looks like it might be about to unravel. He'll be hoping not, because he really needs this podium to get to within striking distance of Hawthorn. But we're going to watch Gonzalez here, because Trantignon is going to try a final line, but Gonzalez will hold on, and he wins the British Grand Prix. Jose Ferrari Gonzalez, fantastic result. Maurice Trantignon finishes second. Ascari does hold on to third, but ends up dropping off 5 seconds down, and the winners get caught up with Musso's troubled Maserati. I think that's Musso. I think he had a gear problem earlier on, and he's dropped back to that point, and they just didn't quite lap him, but they got caught up with him as they crossed the line. But anyway, there we go. That is the race result, and we see now the championship. Hawthorn 22, Gonzalez 20, Farina 19, Ascari 16, Trantignon 14. So it is all very close. Not in the constructors, where Ferrari are on 82 points to Lancia's 16 and Gordini's 15. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Take care.